locally. He represents Alimosho local government. His full name, Success Adeyike Omonijo. So 200 points to Success, 100 points to Lima. And we can say that the job is done. And at this point, we can applaud the work and the effort. That's success. That's good. You are worthy champion. Congratulations.
Yeah, he was the last man to win it. Talking about Fan Battle Season 3, Success Adeyike Omonija. But this time it's Fan Battle 4, and only on Saturday. This past Saturday, the auditions were done. And I saw so many wonderful people in the complex, waiting to, take their turn as well as to impress. Well, I hope you all did well. But again, you know what they say, many are called, only few will be selected. So, yes, I know those who were selected, and I'm looking to see you guys come on board. Well, depending on how well your audition was. And I know that Chuma also, we're looking forward to seeing you guys, right, Chuma?
Sure, for those. It was nice. It was nice seeing several persons come through on Saturday, preparing for the auditions, and I could feel the trepidation on the minds of a few, really, based on their look. And it was key for us to calm them down. So I kept saying, "Hey guys, it's not that serious. Just go there and have fun. You have an hour to prove yourself to. A minute each to prove yourself to the three judges, and several people qualified directly, and then Femi The Gang in his magnanimity also left some slots for wild cards, and all that. It's lovely. Ladies are going to be part of the experience for Fan Battle 4. I'm really keen to see what the ladies will do, because I know last time out, Lima did very well.
Yeah, she went all the way to the final.
Yeah. So for the ladies who are doubting themselves, you can also do this too. Lima
was
incredible.
Actually
she was
take
so
a leave.
close to winning the ultimate prize eventually, but Success beat her in the final. So I'm looking forward to that one. It's 3rd of June. That's when we have I said Go Fest, actually. So many things in my head, really. It's like
I know.
Fan Battle 4.
Go Fest is 31st of May.
Exactly. But Fan Battle June 3rd, just after the Champions League final ends on the Saturday. By the next Tuesday, Fan Battle 4 is activated. And all of you who've also missed Femi The Gang on radio on a regular basis, he's going to be host for that. We'll be here as well too, but he'll be the lead host for that. And I'm looking forward to it. 1 million naira for one person, man. I wish I could be part of it so I could collect the money myself.
I'm telling you, I wish I could be part of it. But then again, 3rd of June is when it's going to start, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are going to be a part, then of course you should get ready. And of course, for those of you listening, get ready to experience the very best. Well, talking about the best of the best, the Ballon d'Or is an award that rewards the best of the best, as good as they have had in terms of a season of football, professional football. And Rodri's season-ending injury, he was the man who won it the last time out. Yes, his season-ending injury means he will not be defending the trophy he won in 2024. Well, if you thought the days of the Ballon d'Or generating headlines were over after Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo's era of dominance came to an end, well, think again. After one of the most closely fought races for a number of years, Rodri came out on top just last year, beating Vinicius Jr. to second place as Real Madrid dramatically boycotted the ceremony in Paris to protest at their star player missing out. Well, unfortunately for Rodri, he will be unable to defend his crown, with the Man City midfielder having suffered a season-ending knee injury in September. The door then is open for a whole host of players to succeed the Spanish player, and the race for the Golden Ball is heating up as we enter the final weeks of the European campaign. The 2024-25 season doesn't have the same international tournaments as its two predecessors, and so the destination of the Ballon d'Or will be decided solely by club performances. That opens it up to all sorts of individuals who might not share the same success with their countries as others, while there is also the prospect of the new look Club World Cup to consider. But in terms of rankings, the top 5 are Mo Salah, Rafinha, Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal, and Gianluigi Donnarumma. If you think there is also another person that is in this list that I did not mention, or it deserves to be among those that I mentioned, please let me know. But who is your nominee for the 2025 Ballon d'Or award? Is it Rafinha? Well, they've been knocked out of the Champions League by Inter Milan. They went all the way to the semi-final of the Champions League, but they're on the verge of winning. Talking about the Spanish La Liga. Only over the weekend, Barcelona beat Real Madrid again, and of course, Rafinha scored. If they beat Espanyol tonight, that match comes up by 8:30 p.m. If they win tonight, they will be crowned champions of the La Liga. And of course, there's his teammate Lamine Yamal at 17 doing big things. Ousmane Dembele, well, you could say he is single-handedly, some will say with the help of Victor Varashkelia and of course Achraf Hakimi, Desiree Doué, Bradley Bacola, but he's been the headliner when you talk about PSG and their season. Yes, they've won the French League. I'm talking about PSG. They're in the final of the Champions League, and he might just win it. Who knows? But then again, you also have Gianluigi Donnarumma, who was sensational, especially in that second leg against Arsenal in the semi-final of the Champions League. And Mo Salah, he's won the Premier League with Liverpool. Well, didn't have a success in Champions League. PSG knocking out Liverpool. But of course, some believe that he's in that conversation. And I want to find out from you, who are you tipping to win the Ballon d'Or 2025? I'll start off with you, Chuma. Of course, you heard the nominees. I mean, you follow these guys all through this campaign, and if there was somebody who deserves to win the Ballon d'Or, who are you tipping? Who do you think will win it, even if the person is not among those I mentioned right here?
I don't know why people don't really add Harry Kane's name to this. I know that Bayern didn't really go far enough in the UEFA Champions League.
Yeah, they got to the quarterfinal.
His numbers with Bayern, as always, in the Bundesliga were not bad at all. They won the Bundesliga title too. And
so you think he's a Ballon d'Or
nominee? Guy just based on numbers, Kane should be in the conversation too. I feel, and I think it's how life has played out. With all due respect to all five names you mentioned, based on what they have showcased this season. If this year 2025 was a certain 2014 or 2013 or 2015, these guys, what you call, none of them for even the top two. But it's funny how the world has changed, right? With all the respects, great stuff. Rafinha, fantastic season, with Barcelona. Lamine Yamal at 17, incredible stuff. It just shows how brilliant he is. I know he'll win that award one day. I don't know if it's going to be this year, though. But I know with the way he's going, he'll win it one day. Kylian Mbappe, too, has had a stunning season. To think he still never won it, and you didn't even call his name, but because Real Madrid didn't win anything. Mbappe, so he was scoring the goals, but Real didn't win anything. So it's also understandable. But as good as all of these names we've mentioned are, both individually and as to collective success with their clubs, these guys are not as good for 2025 as an Andres Iniesta was, for example, in 2010, or Xavi was in 2010 when they did not win the award. Not as good as a Schneider was when he led Inter to win a treble and he didn't win the award. Not as good as a Neymar was in 2015 when Barca won a treble and he could only finish third. So the fact that Ronaldo and Messi have left the scene has opened the door for, I'm not going to be condescending, I wouldn't use the word Thompson, Dixon and Harrison, but it's opened the door for more persons to have a chance to even be in the conversation to win the Ballon d'Or. And from one end, it's an amazing thing. It's a fantastic feeling. It's good, really, because now, it's like the gods of the game have left. It's now for mere mortals to battle for it, And I think that what just buttresses my point more than ever before is how consistent those names I called were. Iniesta, Xavi, Neymar for different years. Even Luis Suarez as well too. But look at the man who caused all the uproar last season that he should have won the Ballon d'Or. Vinicius Jr., who eventually won the FIFA award that I think he deserved. Right?
Yeah.
Where is he this year? So that just buttresses my point that footballers are now just there. They are just there. Next year now, these names we're calling now may not be in contention for the Ballon d'Or next year because they are mere mortals now playing the game. So we're not having that kind of consistency of Ronaldo and Messi, those bad guys who are very dominant, in the sport. So that now makes it even more difficult to want to predict who will win. But I'm going to use a few of the yardsticks, right? Normally, winning your league is a big thing, which is what Barca would do.
Yeah.
The question will be, who is Barca's biggest player? Rafinha is great, right? But I think you'd think a 17-year-old Lamine Yamal is... I remember asking that question on one of our shows over the weekend. You think that Lamine Yamal right now. Even though he's 17, he's seen as the guy carrying Barca on his shoulder when they need a savior somehow. You know, he's the guy. So that could give him the edge. They win the La Liga, they win the Copa del Rey. He's been influential in these successes for them. Mohamed Salah had everything going his way to be that guy until Liverpool season capitulated with a defeat against PSG in the Champions League so early. If Liverpool had gotten to the Champions League final and we still had the same Salah we enjoyed from August till like February, then surely I for talk say beat my chest, say that guy is a huge. But right now I don't think he is a contender. I don't think he's a huge contender anymore. I don't even think he's going to be top 3.
Wow.
Top 5, yes, but I don't think he's going to be top 3. Ousmane Dembele, a guy. To think that this is a guy who people accused of being too soft, he became a video game guy. They saw him as a guy who was very unserious with the game, that he wasn't playing well enough for Barca. He was playing video games and was pulling out injured. To see this his comeback is beautiful. But I think this comeback will really make sense if PSG win the Champions League. If they don't win the Champions League, he's had a great season, right? But not still convincing enough. If you're winning the French League on is natural for PSG, so that's not enough to get us all excited, right? Which other name you don't call? Because all of these names, I feel everybody has their pros and cons, which is the same thing that happened last season with Rodri and Vinicius. For every time you heard Vinicius for something, Rodri also had his pros.
Yeah.
The same time you criticize Vinicius for something, Rodri also had his issues as to why he should not have won the award. It's really confusing for me. I think that in summary, Overdose, the fact that the Ballon d'Or award ceremony will be in October, and we know it's now a seasonal award, and there's a FIFA Club World Cup, that will be the defining factor. There's no Barca in the FIFA Club World Cup. There's no Liverpool in the FIFA Club World Cup for some of these names we mentioned. But for the teams who are in contention for the Champions League, who did well in their leagues, and who have the privilege of still being in the FIFA Club World Cup, that'll give them a few more points to have the edge over these names we've mentioned. I think that will count. More so with this rebranded FIFA Club World Cup that is a real World Cup. If a player that had a decent season, sadly many of these names you call, Lamine Yamal will not be in the FIFA Club World Cup. Rafinha will not be there. Salah will not be there as well too. I think PSG and the Club World Cup, I need to confirm that. I think they are. So that could give Dembele a chance. They are not, right? Imado.
Well, someone is here.
I know. After all this, I know answer your question. Call the 5 names again, Novex.
Lamine Yamal, Rafinha,
Dembele,
Gianluigi Donnarumma,
no, not Donnarumma.
Ousmane Dembele, and Mohamed Salah.
Oh boy. If PSG win the Champions League, Dembele, which can roughly be this?
Dembele.
Which can hard here be this?
So he's Ousmane.
Yeah.
Is he your man?
He's whose man? Ousmane.
Whose man? Whose man is he? Sam, is he your man? By the way, welcome to the broadcast.
Hi there. Good evening, Overdose.
So we'll tell him Happy New Year.
Good evening, Chima. Good evening to everyone. Apologies for turning in late. Just noticed I had to quickly do some edit to go online. It's a tough one. And for the first time in a couple of seasons, I think it's let me pick my words very carefully now. I think it's a very poor, for lack of words, I'm going to say poor, not because these players are not good enough, but I think it's a very poor.
PSG are there. Category. So if they win it, I think Dembele,
How did PSG get in there?
As we say, they reached final like the other year, then they are around quarterfinals and semi-finals.
All right. It's a poor. I mean, unlike last year, we had Rodri, we had
Vinicius,
Mbappe, we had Vinicius. That was, you could see these players really lit
Bellingham
up.
as well.
And Bellingham, they really lit up the season, and it was good to see them. It was deserving. But I think you have Lamine Yamal, you have Rafinha. These 5 players outside of Ousmane Dembele, these other 4 players are not. Outside of Salah, these other 4 players are not necessarily the best players in their respective leagues. Let alone their respective teams, let alone the leagues. Salah is probably going to be the best player in the Premier League this season. Maybe Ousmane Dembele. I know the other Barcelona quartet trio are in the team of the season, but is there the player of the season in Spain is probably going to be Kylian Mbappe for the number of goals he scored. Rafinha has had a good season. Lamine Yamal has had a good season, but they're not the best players in La Liga. And you see how that sort of, for me, waters down the idea of them winning it. So I would say Salah comes close, but then look at Salah's number this season. Liverpool are not in the Champions League quarterfinals.
They won the Premier League.
They won the Premier League, but the biggest competition in the Europe, which is the Champions League. They didn't go that far.
They were knocked out by PSG.
They were knocked out by PSG, who coincidentally has a player who's having good a season as Mohamed Salah is having. So you could see that they're just a little above average performances this season, and there no one really goes far head, shoulders, and knees.
If you had to pick one, you see what? Is this a joke or what?
Do I look like a joke to you?
No, if I had to stick out my neck, I'll probably say just by a little. I'll go with Ousmane Dembele.
Ousmane Dembele.
You know that Dembele said no sure. I just had to call his name somehow.
Oh, why is he not sure?
He also has the edge of FIFA Club World Cup to come.
He's won the French League. If he wins the Champions League, he also has.
That's probably going to be the only reason.
But if somebody now says, is he going to be the best player in the Champions League? Bro, I and you can argue that not really.
He only lit up from
you can argue not really like the best player in the Champions League.
He really stunk, rather.
So you're going with Ousmane Dembele?
Okay, option.
I'd also say Dembele.
All right.
He goes with Dembele.
Say you?
It would have been a year where we could really give it to Gianluigi Donnarumma.
No.
It could have been. I think he has a good chance.
I also want to favor Gianluigi Donnarumma because he's been exceptional for PSG this season. Quite exceptional between the sticks. I mean, you just have to look at
before a goalkeeper wins that thing. He has to be outrageously outstanding. Has he had a better season than
he stopped Liverpool in the shootout?
Has he had a better season than Alisson has had in a Liverpool shirt?
Yes.
At Liverpool's best.
Or it was just Chesney.
No,
I
he's
would
not.
say he has.
No.
It's Chesney.
The Donnarumma of 2021 that won Euros with Italy, that won player of the tournament. And he's had a great season, though. But for a goalkeeper to beat these other guys, you get be like Badoy season never leave it. He's not had that.
But this is still a year where these other four that are outfield players are not even that good enough.
What you're saying.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. We'll soon pay the bills, but let me just take one more call before we do that. Hello.
Hello, Overdose.
Hi. How are you doing? Quickly now, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Yusuf. I just want to ask why Lautaro Martinez is not on the list. Is it because he has not won the CIA?
You could argue that his season this year has not been good as good as what he had last year when he was one of the contenders.
Yeah. All right then. Well, not too good a season for Lautaro Martinez, but I mean, if they win the Champions League, would he be in that conversation? If Inter beat PSG, he should be in that conversation. Yes. He should be in that conversation, don't you think?
No. I think he will win the Serie A. Not as favorite.
If they win the Serie A and they win the Champions League.
If the year that he won Copa America with his country, I think was top scorer in the Serie A also, and then he didn't get it. He finished fifth or so.
Let's go pay the bills. We'll be back. Stay with us.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the Gang. The 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 #3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. What can your bank do for you? Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you? Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I am saved the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store. Visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
All right. Business meeting in Banjul on Monday, then back to Lagos for the family dinner on Tuesday. Oh, can't wait for the boat cruise in Banjul on Wednesday. And then Friday, I will...
Hold up, all in 1 week? Do you realize Banjul isn't just across the street?
Well, with ValueJet's new routes, it's easier than ever.
That's right. Enjoy affordable flights, reliable service, and a smooth travel experience with ValueJet from Lagos to Banjul and back. Come along and experience Banjul, the smiling coast of Africa, with us. Book now at www.flyvaluejet.com.
ValueJet. Wings for everyone.
Now so I did on my own. Now a message enter my phone. Fiam. I can't click am. Fiam. Now so my money for account go. Fiam. Hey. If to say na Airtel you dey use, them for first alert you before you click am. Airtel they identify spammers, then alert them customers with AI powered service to make sure say you no fall mugu for wuruwuru scam messages. No charges, no subscription needed. Me self they go join Airtel. Fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire, their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight, each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher, the battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Subscribe daily to Nigeria Info, and you'll be so glad you did.
Whose dad is the police officer who's cocking his gun to shoot at me because I don't have 200 naira to give him?
Europe is concerned about Taiwan because America is concerned about Taiwan.
You can't say you don't like trouble. Well, trouble has come, so what are you going to do? Negotiate?
It's all day long, 24/7 on your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info, still with the Ballon d'Or conversation. Don't forget, of course, Go Fest is coming 31st of May. If Inter win it, will you consider Lautaro Martinez? Barcelona were knocked out by Inter Milan, of course. If PSG win it, will you consider Ousmane Dembele? Well, Chima says, if it's Dembele, go sweet Dembele. Anyways, I have him right here as well as Samuel Samwine. And it is still game on right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll tell you about something special in a very short while. Talking about the Premier League trophy. And yes, it coming to Lagos. But first, before I go to the phone lines, Barcelona have reportedly planned their return to their long-term home at the Spotify new camp after the project was hit with multiple delays. According to reports in Catalonia, the Catalan Giants started work on their world-famous stadium to increase its capacity to 105,000 after winning the La Liga back in June 2023. The Olympic Stadium has been Barcelona's home ever since, with the original date for the club's return to the Camp Nou set for the 125th anniversary of the club on November 29, 2024. However, the club has continually pushed back their homecoming due to slow progress on construction, with a previous report suggesting that the move could be ready for the final El Clasico of the season. But last weekend's clash with loathed rivals Real Madrid, which all but confirmed the title for Hansi Flick's side, has come and gone without the much-tipped homecoming. Yeah, so they are still waiting. They are still waiting, anticipating as to when they will get back to the Camp Nou. But reports indicate that it will be September, after the September international break at the start of the 2025-26 season. Who is your contender for the Ballon d'Or? Well, very, very soon we also will come to Victor Osimhen conversation, but don't forget one play, star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. The phone lines are blazing. Let's find out who's there. Hello, who's there?
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Chuma and Samuel.
Welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Friday from Gwele.
Friday, you're welcome. Talk to us.
Yeah, Chuma, according to Samuel, I'm surprised this year Samuel did not mention Kopama.
He mentioned Kopama. He mentioned Kopama. Maybe you missed it. He mentioned.
On a serious note, Samuel, for me, if PSG win the Champions League, I think it will be a straight one for Dembele. But if it's Amale to win the Champions League, I see no reason why this Argentine Alvaro Moreno, why it's not in the top 5.
Lautaro Martinez.
Yes. The Inter Milan striker. For me, he has performed more than Rafinha. See, for Barcelona, they have all good players. You cannot pick between Rafinha, the young guy, and Lewandowski. All of them are doing well. But this Argentina is the one carrying the Inter Milan on his head. So for me, I think it could be a straight one between. But though his name
Marcus
is
Thuram followed you.
Yeah.
His name
Even
is
with Thuram, you can't mark us.
his name is not mentioned. But if PSG win it, it will be a straight one for Dembele. But if PSG fail to win it, my Salah may come in. Because
Your Salah.
Most of the record in Premier League this season.
All right.
He has shut out the record. So Salah may have a chance.
All right. Salah may have a chance. Thank you very much, Friday, for that one. Right here, 99.3 Nigerian for hello.
Over Diesel, my dimple for my people.
Which one be that?
No can get measles, so I see the diesel, the drizzle.
Chima, hello.
Welcome.
It was nice meeting you at the Clasico. Storm Raider, remember now?
Hey, Storm Raider, yeah, we met him. Fantastic guy. Storm Raider, nice.
Storm Raider, I couldn't come. I'm sorry.
I don't know, but this is just forehand. You don't for my hand.
No vex. We'll see again.
The night before that, you say you're going to.
Yes, I was, but something came up, so I couldn't.
But they represented the family well. Look, big ups to Brownish, my Barca.
I know. They will always represent.
Adaise and the nice voice man there. Then to my guy, hello, I bow for you. Someone.
Someone, talk to him, huh?
Hi there, man.
How you doing?
All right, Star Reader.
Dembele will be in the contention if they win it. But I pray they don't win it. But no.
Which kind of prayer be that one?
Because we have a thing with Dembele. He sneaked on us. Do you understand?
Oh, Barcelona.
But yes, I've forgotten over this.
I just remember now. The way you say,
that was why we're urging to play. We wanted to play him at the play them at the final. Do you understand? So. Then you guys are not. Rafinha had the highest Champions League this season now.
Yeah, alongside Lewandowski, I guess. Yes.
Alongside Lewandowski. So in ratings, I think of all of them, Rafinha comes ahead. They won't want to give it to this guy Lamine Yamal. But where it would tilt towards our side is if Inter wins. If Inter wins the Champions League, because I think this guy is just not. It's not just Lautaro Martinez. He's hard work.
But if they win the Serie A and the Champions League, will it be in the conversation? Lautaro.
he will be, but there's this sentiment, you know. I don't know if you guys have noticed the Ballon d'Or, whatever comes between Spain and England. The Italian Serie A, they don't really do much when it comes to the only player that has won in the last 10 years was the keeper now.
Oh no,
Donnarumma and this is their former Cannavaro. Imagine others had been from Spain and England, I think so. So there's this thing that there's the politics that happen does not really favor. They don't really count the Serie A as a top contention when it comes to that award. So that's where it won't favor him, because not that Paris Saint-Germain is of a better league compared to Italian Serie A, but Dembele has been somehow outstanding throughout the group stage until, you understand?
Yeah.
He just comes and scores those goals. Do you understand? Why we're having Dembele in this conversation is because they are already in the final. If Barcelona was in the final, they won't be talking about Dembele. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because those who they have touted and voted for who could win the Ballon d'Or, they are all on the Barca side. So this conversation is coming out because Barca dropped out when it was semi-final. So it's now between Inter and what's it called? PSG.
All right.
Mind you, if Inter wins it, but Dembele will not. They will not crown Dembele the Ballon d'Or winner.
All right, Storm Raider, thank you so much for your contribution. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
SBA, good evening.
Where you go? I beg, please call us back. Don't block our ear. That noise is too much. My brother, when you're somewhere calm and, of course, with less noise, you can call us back. I mean, that noise is not good for our eardrums. Thank you very much. This one from Michael Onyebuchi Ijagemo says, JJ Okocha number 1, Ronaldinho number 2, Neymar 3, Leo Messi 4. That's his ranking. Well, of course, this one says, good evening, Overdose and Chuma, as well as Sam. Please, what of Emmanuel team? Hope he's still with you guys. Marvels from Ijego. Well, Emmanuel team has left. Of course, that's since February. He's left. So, yeah, he's no longer with us. Thank you so much for that. Okay, let me take this message talking about why is Declan Rice not among the contenders? Enes from Ikotu. What did Declan Rice win, Enes? The rice that Real Madrid could not eat, PSG easy to do party. So where is he in the conversation? Please and please. All right, Tayo from Aja says, I'm giving it to Dembele if PSG win the UCL, or Martinez if Inter win it, because Samuel is around. I'll give it to Cole Palmer. Ballon d'Or is going to an unusual destination. Rotayo Godana, thank you for your message. This one says, good evening, Femi and the gang. I still don't know why Lautaro Martinez is not getting his recognition. He's supposed to be in the Ballon d'Or conversation. Anointing from Awoyaya. Mark Henry Benedict says, good evening, Femi and the gang. If PSG win the USCL, Dembele will win it. And if PSG don't, Rafinha will win it. I thought the criteria is based on voting, yet statistically we can figure out the winner. So what do we believe? Mark Henry, thank you for that message. Good evening, guys. Ira Buchi is my name from London. Please, why is Denzel Dumfries not in the conversation? He literally struck Inter Milan to UEFA Champions League final. I can't analyze his contributions here, but he has done very well for his team this season. No player can be said to be better than him. His dazzling runs, etc. are exceptional. He should be considered, please. Thank you, guys. Keep on keeping on. Thank you so much. Denzel Dumfries, guys. In the conversation, Sam? Denzel Dumfries.
Hell no.
Coming like the talk around Denzel Dumfries.
I beg, let's move on. Good evening, guys. Sam Chuma Overdose. Why is Liverpool and Barcelona not in the World Club Cup? So shocking to me. Okay, well, as long as it keeps shocking you.
Coefficient.
Was, coefficient was
winners
used.
for the last 4-5 seasons.
Exactly. So as it's shocking you, my brother.
Of course, there's no Club World Cup without the
As
Blues.
a team that won in
I
2021.
beg
That's fine. If it's based on just
Hello.
coefficient, just for that.
Hello, who's there? Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Yeah,
What's
my
your
name
name?
is
Amos.
Yes, calling from Abuleba.
No, Rolling Stone gathers no more. Talk to us.
Okay. So in this Ballon d'Or conversation, for me, I have a different opinion entirely. I think the two keepers should be considered because they are the one who made the two of them get to the final. Donnarumma and the other keeper. Instead of Dembele and the rest, the two keepers should be considered. You understand? So that's my opinion about it.
And
about
Anyan Summer.
Yes. And about the players who are most skillful, for me, I would take Ronaldo first, then Okocha second, then Neymar third, and then Messi.
All right,
Nobody has ever been as good as Ronaldo in my eyes.
Even JJ Okocha?
No. Ronaldo.
Wow.
He'll be dribbling and you'll be smiling. I've never seen a player like that before. Yes.
All right,
Thank
then.
you, sir.
Thank you so much for your contribution right here. 99.3 Nigeria Info World. Just to let you in that the wait is over as it's your turn now, ladies and gentlemen. The Premier League trophy has made a historic touchdown in Nigeria. First time after 2 years. And I can tell you that, yes, it's going to be something special. May the 18th, which of course is this weekend, the Premier League trophy makes its way to Lasgidi, talking about Lagos, makes its way to Lagos, courtesy of Guinness, and they will be pulling out all the stops in making this the biggest football event this year. This is not just a viewing party, it's a full-blown epic match day powered by Guinness Stout and Guinness Match Day happening at the former game store Palm Shopping Mall, Oniru, Victoria Island. Massive screens to catch every moment, surprise appearances from football icons, as well as 360-degree photos with the actual Premier League trophy, and of course, Ice Cold Guinness to keep the vibes flowing. Hosted by Euban Donofit, Swat Chappelle, and Kibati Bankole, and featuring DJ Consequence, Blue Crystal, and Melody Not MIA on the hype, as well as alternate sound bringing a live band fire. So, are you ready to turn up with a Premier League trophy? Well, you can lock your spots now by going straight to the website www.tix.africa/Guinness Match Day. Just one word, all right? tix.africa/Guinness Match Day. Also, come experience the fun as you predict which teams are going to win, and that will be on the 18th, Sunday, and win fantastic prizes courtesy of Guinness while you show off your fan knowledge and celebrate your love of the beautiful game right here in Lagos. Whether you are Team Arsenal, Team Man United, Team Chelsea, Team Man City, or just repping your Niger roots, this is the event to gather your crew and rep your club, and of course do it proudly. Yes, only Guinness could bring the Premier League trophy this close, and only Lagos could host it this loud. So don't miss out on the excitement, on the adventure, as well as the fun. Catch all the tidbits on at Guinness NGR. Again, that's at Guinness NGR. All right, and join all the banter using the hashtag Guinness Match Day, as well as the hashtag Premier League Trophy Tour. 4 persons, 18 and above, and please drink responsibly. Still right here on Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info, taking calls. Who do you think should win the Ballon d'Or? Meanwhile, well, Erling Haaland has stated that Man City's season has been the most horrific, boring, and not fun this campaign, but he insisted the prospect of silverware proves they remain behemoth. Yes, City going to the FA Cup final with Crystal Palace, knowing that Champions League qualification is still not confirmed after last Saturday's surprise goalless draw at Southampton. Haaland admitted that the hunger has been missing within Pep Guardiola's squad as they look to salvage something from the year. Yes, it hasn't been good enough, I must tell you, and Man City really, by their lofty high standards, they really did not make things happen this season. Losing games and losing their steam, losing their hold, of course, on football. Well, you could say maybe they will bounce back next season. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good evening to you.
Over this zoo.
I agree to you.
Over this word, I say never give up in life. I have tried and tried and tried and tried.
Thank you for never giving up. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Bro, this is Victor, number one Chelsea fan.
Uche, number one.
The pride of London.
Wait, how do you know you're number one?
Number one, the pride of London. The big boys in London.
Who told you?
We are not promised and fail like others do. They are reside in not London. You know
See, I promise and fail.
Overdose.
Welcome. Talk to us.
Let me start from the dribbling.
Okay.
I say, man, this guy, they beast himself as you, number one. I never watched this coach ball before in my life, so maybe it's the name number two.
Where were you?
I'm still a little boy, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this guy, and then I will put Okocha that thought because I always heard of him, but I never watched him play. Then my guy, the goat, Messi. This time I ran him fourth.
He's the goat, and you are putting him number 4. No, Allah.
No. In terms of personal achievement in football,
okay.
The good, the best among the best.
Right.
Therefore, this
Ballon d'Or.
The second topic you are talking about.
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Rafinha for me is the Ballon d'Or winner now. He's the Ballon d'Or winner. Even if Inter win, PSG win, Lautaro does not deserve the Ballon d'Or this season.
Are you playing?
Yes,
what kind of playing is this?
Yes. Overdose. Personal achievement. Impact in games. Match-winning goals. Lautaro does not deserve the Ballon d'Or this season.
Wow.
Rafinha, you can't say the same. He's been in the best form of his life. Check the games he played for Barcelona this season. It's like very impactful. He's the best. In short, he's the go-to man in Barcelona right now. Rafinha is the best.
Interesting. All right, then. Thank you so much. 99.3 Nigeria Info still taking your calls. Game on it is. Hello.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening to you.
Chuma, good evening. Sam, good evening.
Welcome.
Good evening.
Those concerning this Ballon d'Or, I will put it like this. Dembele did not start well. Up onto this season.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Have you heard that saying?
Up onto, I know.
Okay.
Up onto this year, that's when it start lighting up.
Okay.
And then for Mo Salah started well. The February. That's when it dropped. But this Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, they started very well, and they have been consistent right from the season begin.
Okay.
Up until now. So the extent that them going out from the Champions League is the brilliance of Summer. Summer was the one that took them out of that Champions League. You understand? So for me, it will be between those two. And when you come, there's one thing Sam said about La Liga best player. If you check stats in La Liga, I won't give it to Mbappe because Rafinha is among the top goal scorers. Only Mbappe and Lewandowski have scored more goals than him. And when you come to assist shots, only Lamine Yamal have made more assists than Rafinha. This is also top there. And if you go to Champions League, he's the top scorer and top assister in the Champions League too. So I don't know why you are going to give Mbappe because of his scoring goals. By the way, Mbappe is the out and out striker, while Rafinha is a winger. If you check that stat, apart from goals, okay, let's not count goals. The chance created and others, you see that Rafinha has a better stat than Mbappe.
All right, then.
For me, to be either Rafinha, because in big matches, if they are doing all these things and be sleeping in big matches, I will say okay. But in big matches, they always show themselves even more. Go and check Rafinha's stat among big teams. Against Madrid this season, he has scored like 5 goals and 2 assists in 4 games against Madrid this season.
All right,
Same
then.
goal as Lamine Yamal.
Okay.
So I will pick the 2 of them.
Okay, then. Thank you so much. You talked about their starts, but it doesn't mean they should start afresh. Okay, let's go to updates right now in terms of the La Liga. Osasuna have just beaten Atletico Madrid by 2-0. So Atletico Madrid have lost that game. Catena with the first goal in the 25th minute, and then Budimir with the second goal 8 minutes from time. I did tell you that if Barcelona win tonight, they will be crowned champions of the La Liga, and they are away to Espanyol. Garcia is the man in goal for Espanyol. You have El Hilali, Kumbula, Cabrera, and Romero at the back. Lozano and Gonzalez are the deep line midfield players, while you have Roca, Exposito, Puado, and Fernandez John. While for Barcelona, Chesney is the man in goal. You have Martin, Christensen, Araujo, and Garcia at the back. Pedri and De Jong are deep line midfield players. Rafinha, Olmo, Yamal, and Lewandowski right there. Meanwhile, let me also let you in on this one, and it's all about Dillian White as we stray from football a little. Dillian White, as I talk boxing right now, has taken an aim at Anthony Joshua, tearing into the former two-time heavyweight champion following a recent interview insisting that everything is not all about him. The 37-year-old, who is set to return to the ring next month, labeled his compatriot a strange guy. And of course, I don't want to use the word, but his comments follow a recent interview where Joshua struggled to keep his cool when asked about upcoming heavyweight clash between Usyk and Daniel Dubois. The 35-year-old.
Every day is about.
Yeah. Every day is about one player, I know, but the 35-year-old who has suffered defeats at the hands of both men claimed he did not want to promote another fighter's bout. And in response, White had issued a stunning rebuke in which he stressed how commonplace it is for fighters to share their opinions on upcoming fights, highly anticipated clashes. So, not happy right there with AJ. All right, we'll go for a very short break right about now. Meanwhile, Ruben Amorim insists Man United deserve to be higher than 16th. But yes, the Red Devils boss admits a claim will leave him looking like a crazy guy. Yeah, Ruben Amorim always coming out to say these things. Believes Man United deserve to be higher than 16th in the Premier League. I don't know how he wants to actually convince us, but he's reluctant to say because people would think he's crazy. United are already doomed to finish in their lowest position in the Premier League era and could even end up one place above the relegation zone if they do not pick up points from tomorrow's visit to Chelsea and the final game of the season against Aston Villa at Old Trafford a week on Sunday. I don't know. I mean, Samuel, I see you shaking in your head, but simple yes or no, is Ruben Amorim to blame for Man United season? Yes or no?
Twice. Should be blamed twice.
Chuma, yes or no? Ruben Amorim to be blamed for Man United season?
Or scoff.
Of course. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on that break right now. When we return, Victor Osimhen. Yes, he's dominated the Turkish league, but he's in the CAF African Football of the Year conversation. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Coming up, we'll be back in a moment.
Bro, the English Premier League trophy, they enter Nigeria live. For real? Same trophy where everybody they fight for all season. Confirm, bro. The English Premier League trophy, they land Lagos and they look good, but they check. Even VAR not be check this one. Whether that your team they win or now see they play beautiful football with nothing to show. Come catch vibes and banter and see the trophy live and see they enjoy your ice cold Guinness.
You heard right. The Premier League trophy is coming to Newberry Spark, 65 Abakaliki Road, GRA, Enugu on May 16th and the former James Store, Palm Shopping Mall, Oniru, Victoria Island on May 18th for the ultimate Guinness Match Day live showdown. Powered by Guinness. Not for persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Anything I want. Mama, they don't dash me 20,000 naira woof.
My pikin, who they dash 20,000 naira for this kind time?
That they dash everybody will get smart cash account 20,000 naira.
You mean them go dash me 20,000 naira a woof too?
Yes, so mama. That they dash all old and new smart cash users 20,000 naira woof.
Oh yeah, tell your yard people make them dial *939# or download Smart Cash app to open their own account. Make themselves enjoy 20k a woof. Every time when you buy airtime or pay bills with Smart Cash, you go chop inside your 20k. Terms and conditions they shall.
I don't see my own a woof.
Smart Cash, powered by Airtel. We all prepare for a new day. We prepare for interviews, work presentations, even our finances. But how many of us have prepared for the future?
For our loved ones and businesses to thrive, it's time to reach out to Meristem Trustees Limited. They'll help you write your will, set up an education trust, or establish a living trust. At Meristem, we help you entrust what you value to those you love. Visit trustees.meristemng.com or call 0702 564 0071 today.
West Africa. Get ready to build, innovate, and elevate. From the elegance of ceramics to the precision of construction. From the flow of advanced water systems to the refreshing breeze of cutting-edge air conditioning. It's the Ellen Expo West Africa Construction Week, the 9th edition of the Build Expo, West Africa's construction exhibition, and the 8th Mega Clima HVAC and R Expo for all things cooling and refrigeration. Live at the Landmark Event Center, Lagos, from Tuesday, May 20th to Thursday, May 22nd, 2025, starting daily at 10 a.m. Ellen Expo Construction Week is where the future of construction in West Africa takes shape. Be a part of it. Entry is free. Register at www.ellenexpo.net. It's massive, and it's the future of West Africa's construction development. Ellen Expo Construction Week, bringing the world to West Africa.
Hello, Mrs. Martins.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, how may I help you?
Junior's body temperature is high, and he's complaining about headaches and body aches.
Not to worry. Get Bruston and suspension.
Okay, ma. I'll call you back.
Bruston and Suspension for Children is a sweet-tasting brand of ibuprofen which provides relief against toothache, pains, and fever in children after 30 minutes.
Hello, ma. Oh, Junior, stop that.
Is everything okay, Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, ma. Junior is fine now. In fact, Junior, sorry, ma. I'll call you back.
Brustin and Suspension for Children. Always take the product after meal. If symptoms persist after 2 days, consult your doctor. A quality product from Rambaxay.
No be party jollof this sense.
I beg, make nothing hungry you again today.
I am pregnant where every day follow talk so.
Nipple, I
beg, nipple, just one spoon.
No wahala.
Chef, what can be your secret?
Now, Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder. Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder. Get spicy stew, goat meat, fried rice, and roasted beef from great aroma to great taste.
Elevate every meal with Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder. Chef.
There are those who live uncaged, who rise when the night falls. Fire burning brighter, energy igniting. In the dark, we find our freedom, a world of our own, our playground, our canvas, where we can let ourselves go. Uncage the night with a bold, refreshing taste of Tiger Beer. Tiger Beer is not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ti ṣetán láti gbàlejò ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ eré ìdárayá tó tóbi jùlọ lọ́dún yìí. Àjọyọ̀ National Sports Festival Gateway Games Ògùn 2024 ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejìlélógún irú ẹ̀. Ìdíje yìí máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ 16 sí 30 ọjọ́ oṣù karùn-ún ọdún 2025 ní pápá ìṣeré MKO Abiola Stadium Abẹ́òkúta àti àwọn ibùdó eré ìdárayá míì káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Eré ìdárayá 23, ìpínlẹ̀ 16 àti olú ìlú wa FCT. Ìpinnu kan Gateway Games Ògùn 2024 ayẹyẹ eré ìdárayá ìṣọ̀kan àti àṣà olùgbàlejò ní gómìnà wa gọ́vnà Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni o.
What can your bank do for you? Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you? Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I am saved the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store. Visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
Oh, what did they happen now? No bonus for all my lines.
No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain? It's Toby Chio. My goodness. When did he grow up? That's it with kids, though.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
You are not going to believe this. The actual Premier League trophy is touching down Nigeria live and direct.
Oh, for real? So we finally get to see what one looks like up close.
This is huge. The trophy is coming to Enugu and Lagos.
That's right, football fans. Get ready for the ultimate Guinness Matchday Live. Catch the iconic Premier League trophy at Newberry Park, 65 Abakaliki Road, GRA, Enugu on May 16, and then at the former game store, Palm Shopping Mall, on near Victoria Island on May 18. It's your chance to see the silverware, soak in the passion, and enjoy the beautiful game with an ice-cold Guinness. Powered by Guinness, not for persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Mommy! Mommy! You want to watch YouTube?
Not my phone again. Every time YouTube.
Oh, Mommy! You want to watch YouTube?
You want to watch YouTube? Not with my phone. Go and watch TV.
What? There's no YouTube on our TV.
That's before. With the new Airtel Smart Router, for just 25,000 naira, you can watch YouTube and more on any TV. Even our own TV.
Really? Yay! Thank you, Mommy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Turn any TV into a smart TV with the Airtel Smart Router and watch Nollywood movies, football, and lots more on YouTube with unlimited data for 30 days. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns, and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Welcome back to your #1 talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
everyone. Martin Tyler here, English Premier League commentator, local Champions League commentator, and assistant manager of Woking Football Club. You're listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
Yeah, that's right, Martin. 99.3 Nigeria Info FM. So many messages on WhatsApp. I was just, going through them while, we're paying the bills. But hey, it's still and will be always game on right here. Don't forget one play, star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. All right, one play is here for you. But hey, let me go to the messages now before I give you something from Skirt. Yes, I was so skeptical about the arrival of Amorim because he was so good and destined for greatness. But Man United will stain his white, and I am still right about it. Yes, United is at fault for a 9 at a top club, can't convert his chances, having less than 5 goals in the league. United need an Osimhen kind of striker that can convert chances, and moreover, a short-term pain for long-term success. Anointing from Awaya. Thank you so much. This one says, good evening, Overdose. My name is Monday Abba from Ikotu. Concerning the breast dribbler, it's like you forgot to include Diego Armando Maradona. For me, he's the best dribbler of all time, even though he's late. Thank you so much. Irabuchi once again from London. How can one pick Rafinha instead of Lamine Yamal? Yamal is better than Rafinha in all ramifications. I wish I could call in and give my analysis, but in all, I still prefer Denzel Dumfries. Why are you guys not talking about him? Or are you looking at personality without telling us about their starts? Please, Chuma, talk about Dumfries in day one. All right. Yes, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Good evening, Femi and the Gang. I think this is supposed to be Lautaro Martinez's time, but maybe they'll give it to Dembele if PSG win the UCL. Victor from Bradford in the United Kingdom. Well, from one Victor to another, Victor Osimhen is the man I want to talk about right about now, right here on Game On. Victor Osimhen left Napoli. He went to Galatasaray on loan. And, of course, he has broken Mario Jardel's 24-year-old record to become the first foreigner in Galatasaray's history to score 35 goals in a single season. Victor Osimhen's brace versus Trabzonspor to win the Kupasi, talking about the Turkish Cup, has set a new record. The Nigerian striker is also the Super League's top scorer as Galatasaray sits top of the table. The question now is, with a season of over 40 goal contributions and a season double with Galatasaray, would you say Victor Osimhen is a candidate for the CAF Player of the Year award? Is he a candidate for the CAF Player of the Year award? I asked somebody this question, and I was like, come on now, it's Turkey. Turkey is in the backwaters of European football. You can't compare them to the top 5 leagues, he's a big fish in a small pond. But even Jose Mourinho is in Turkey with Fenerbahce. But hey, what do I know? Well, I have 3 wonderful colleagues of mine. Yes, Femi and the Gang is who we are right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. And you know when they say the last shall become the first? Well, one lady just came in, and of course I'll start with her concerning this topic. She's the first. I don't know where she's coming from, but she's looking all glammed up. Daisy Michael, right here on the broadcast. I don't know.
Overdose. What are you doing here?
She has.
Sam, why did you give me a wrong information?
She has this. She's been coming. I don't want to say she's been coming late, but at least she came late tonight. But I'll still welcome you with open arms. How are you?
I thought it was this man on the broadcast.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Now you thought. Are you from Tottenham?
I thought it was this man on the
Are you from Tottenham, or are you related to Totti?
But Sam, I thought it was this man on the broadcast. He told me yes,
but now I'm the one. Now is it not me that you're seeing?
Because I would have passed the information to you that this is the time I'm going to walk in
here. To avoid, but he told me.
To avoid stories.
No, but he told me. He told me.
Okay, he told you.
Yes.
By the way, good to see Sam. I've not seen my guy for like how many days? I don't even know where he went to.
He went
on a break. He called it a break. Oh God,
he went to recharge.
When am I going to get a break? I can't wait. Good evening, Lagos.
Why are you so dramatic?
Good evening, Lagos.
Why are you too dramatic?
First of all, Sam, good to see you. I'm just going to report all of the people that look for my trouble when you were not around. Because if you were around, they won't look for my trouble, right? So the latest is that your partner in crime was insulted because of a plate of rice.
Who's my partner?
Hello.
Me.
Hello. Stick to the question.
Yes.
Stick to
of
the
all
question.
the people,
Victor
now me.
Osimhen, is he a candidate for
But
CAF Player of the
look
Year?
for my trouble. Obviously, he didn't look for my trouble when you were not around.
God, I beg you.
So later, I'll give you the names of all the people that look for my trouble when you were not around.
All right.
But feels good to know that my G is back. Chop knuckle. I don't miss my G. So back to your question, Osimhen. Yes.
You don't miss your G. Now you found your H. Speak.
Well, Victor is Victor. Is it? I thought we had that debate with some of my colleagues yesterday, where I went to, we hung out, and then we were talking about Victor Osimhen being in the conversation. Somebody just said he's even going to win it. So when I mentioned Salah, it was like, oh, not true, Salah Deo. So for
he's
him
he's won the league now. He's won the cup.
Yeah.
Well, he's about to win the league. He's won the cup.
And again, remember, we have to check the coefficients of the Turkish league and the Premier League. Are you with me? The Turkish league is currently ranked 11th in the world. The Premier League is number 1. No disrespect to what Victor has done. Victor is Victor. And we know how he ended up in Turkey. But when it comes to now the Ballon d'Or award, do you understand? That is where we are. A lot of persons will tell you that Salah's number 2 is outrageous. If you combine it, it's over 40. Over 40 goals contribution, assist in all competition. His number is wild. Victor's number is wild. Then one thing that will now separate is the quality of the league and the trophy that came out of it. So Victor is a candidate, maybe top 2, top 3, but Salah right now is on the verge of reclaiming his title. If Ademola Lookman had gone ahead to win the title, now there were wahala for Kuku Day for
So
Atalanta.
now Victor is a candidate for the
He's a candidate clearly for winning the
Is he going to win it?
league, but I don't think so because of Salah.
Why?
And the Premier League bias. You know how we do on CAF. That Premier League bias will always be there. But I think Victor is his top candidate. You have to give it to him.
Victor, top candidate. Sam, what say you concerning Victor Osimhen?
Yes, should be top 5, but certainly
not top 3.
No.
So who will you put ahead? Like
there's
your top 3?
Salah, obviously, who I think is going to win it.
Yeah.
There's Sergio Girassi, who's had a good season.
Ashraf Hakimi
with Dortmund.
Well, what did
There's
he win?
Ashraf Hakimi, who could win the Champions League with
Champions
PSG, and he's been instrumental in how far they've gone this season. There's another player whose name just skips my mind, plays in the Bundesliga as well. So I think he should be happy to make top 5, but he's clearly not going to win the African Football of the Year now.
Chuma.
Yeah, but I think we're missing something. It's a year where we have the Africa Cup of Nations, and the award for Ademola was in December 2024. So the award for this year, because the AFCON is December, January, is potentially, CAF know that that's their flagship competition. So they're potentially going to have to delay it, just like FIFA did with the Qatar World Cup, just to finish the AFCON before deciding who the best player in Africa is. So it's a year where it's going to go beyond just what you have done for your club in European football, because it's a year, and unlike the John Mikel experience in 2013, where we said Nigeria won the AFCON, Mikel also won the Europa League with Chelsea and should have gotten the award. There was recency bias, because by the time the year was ending, people had forgotten that January, February was when AFCON took place. This one, the AFCON will be fresh, December, January. So the memory will still be very fresh for those who are also voting. And it's also a year too where you have World Cup qualifiers. So it's going to go beyond. Osimhen came back from injury, played for Nigeria in March. We saw his impact. It's going to go beyond. Those things will be additions. Salah winning the Premier League, top scorer too, will give him great points, and will give him more points than Osimhen winning the Turkish League if he does, in addition to the Cup, and also finishes top scorer in the Turkish League. But where the final battle will be slotted out, in quotes, will be based on how well these players that we've mentioned perform for their countries as we get into the final phase of World Cup qualifying towards the end of the year, and then get into the AFCON. If Nigeria wins the AFCON, Nigeria also finds a way to qualify for the World Cup, and the kind of impact Osimhen had for us in March, he has that as we get into World Cup qualifiers, August, September, October, then if he still win the award.
Wow. Let me hear from you right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Just to follow through from what Chuma said, we just sprung a thought to my head. Has there ever, in recent times, been a winner of the CAF Football of the Year where, in the year where the Nations Cup has taken place, where that competition, by and large, decided who won it?
Yeah. I guess.
Ademola Lookman winning it wasn't in an AFCON year, right?
That was the Europa League.
That was the Europa League. Clearly made him win that.
Yeah, but the AFCON, again, I wouldn't count that. AFCON was January, February. And he did well for Nigeria too in the AFCON.
At the AFCON.
So, but it's the Europa League.
But largely, the Europa League gave it to him. And before that, Victor Osimhen.
That AFCON,
AFCON,
who won it? That
it was the Ademola. That's 2024. And then
before Ademola was who? See, I'm just going back.
Victor took over from
Victor, and he wasn't in an AFCON year, right? So if you look at all the AFCON years, I don't think there's ever been a time where, even if you go back the years of El Hadji
it's like Okocha of 2004, did well in the AFCON, but it wasn't him that won it.
Still wasn't.
But this is where the difference is, which is what I'm saying. The AFCON will be December, January, fresh. So this AFCON you've been calling, I was January, February. When Mikel won the AFCON with Nigeria in 2013, January, February, when the award was given, December, end of year, people don't forget.
But the award is decided by who? The public or?
No, naturally.
Journalists. So that brings the case of recency bias, doesn't it? And we're not going to say, okay, in just 1 month, no doubt, Victor's had a good season at club level. But 1 month, he goes there, probably Nigeria, hopefully wins the African Cup of Nations. I think it's still going to come down to what's happened between January and before the African Cup of Nations. There's the name I wanted to mention, Ronald Williams of South Africa, the goalkeeper, who's had a stellar year so far, especially for club level as well. So you look at that and you say maybe it's something CAF really needs to look. It's especially with shaping the time for that African Cup of Nations. They have to look at it and figure out the best time to put it. Because if we say with the Copa America, the European Championship, largely it's down. Whoever wins it, you look at that and say that's the reason why they won it. 50% of that goes there. But for CAF, you always have to look at the African Cup of Nations is now second best to the UEFA Champions League, to the Europa League, and all of that. So it's something you really have to look at.
Something we really have to look at, but just to remind you once again, on the 18th of May, something is happening, and of course, it's all about Guinness. Adeze Michael, tell us about it, please.
It's all about the experience that the football fans have dreamt about. We're getting closer to the D-Day. The May 18th is the date. The trophy makes its way to Las Gidi, courtesy of Guinness, and they will be pulling out all the stops in making this the biggest football event this year. It is just not a viewing party. It is a full-blown epic match day powered by Guinness Stout and Guinness Match Day, happening at the former game store, Palms Shopping Mall, Oniru, Victoria Island, Lagos. The fans will be asking, what exactly are they going to expect? Well, they are going to expect massive screens to catch every single moment of the action, surprise appearance from football icons, 360 degrees photos with actual Premier League trophy. Arsenal fans, get ready. You guys missed out, so you want to feel that trophy for real. And of course, ice cold Guinness to keep the vibes flowing. And the hosts will be UB Don and Swa Chappelle, Kibati Bankole, and featuring DJ Consequence, Blue Crystal, Melody Nuts Miami on the hype, and alternate sound bringing the live band fire. Ready to turn up with the Premier League trophy? Lock in your spot now. Talking about TIX.Africa/Guinness Match Day. TIX.Africa/Guinness Match Day is where to lock in your spot. Just the website TIX, X for Xylene, X for Xylophone, X Africa/Guinness Match Day. Also come experience the fun as you predict which teams are going to win on Sunday and win fantastic prizes courtesy of Guinness. Show off your fan knowledge and celebrate your love for the beautiful game right here in Lagos. Wherever you are, Team Arsenal, Manchester United like Overdose, Chelsea like Sam, or repping your Niger roots, Eyimba Football Club, although they broke my heart. This is the event to gather your crew and rep your club loud and be proud. Only Guinness could bring the Premier League trophy this close. Only Lagos could host it this loud. Do not miss the fun. Catch all of the tidbits on @Guinness NGR on social media and join all of the banter using Guinness Match Day and #Premier League Trophy Tour. Remember, Guinness is for persons above the age of 18, and remember to always drink responsibly.
All right, thank you so much. Let's go to the phone lines right now. 0201-277-0993 for the men. For the ladies, it's 0201-465-7190. Let's find out who's there. Hello, good evening.
Thank you, Overdose. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good day, Michael. You are also good evening to you, I see. Felix from Ikorodu.
Welcome.
Overdose.
Yeah.
You see, just like Tom Petty said, broken skyline. And that is what the Eagles of Nigeria did today. Broken skyline, moving into the airport, not knowing where to go. But all I can know is that there's grass going under my feet, which is the disappointment. Coming to Ballon d'Or and African Footballer of the Year, I can tell you that the exploit of Akin Ziyech and PSG can never be underestimated, because this young man has done very well. He has been consistent, but there were good performance over the years that outshined him. But this season, Akin Ziyech should take the African Footballer of the Year. Yes, Victor Osimhen has done well in the Turkish League, Galatasaray, but PSG in the Champions League final, which I know they are going to win, should give Akin Ziyech, with his consistency, the title. And then for the World Footballer of the Year, you know, his mommy named him Yamal, but folks like me call him the deity of football, Lamine Yamal. He's going to be the young man to nick that position as the best footballer. Thank
you so much. Well, I got a couple of more calls before I look to give out money. Talking about Kutsi, Nigeria Info, and one player, Femi and the Gang as well. But let's hear from this caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. I think
you have to speak up, my good man. What's your name? You didn't tell me your name. You didn't tell me where you're calling from.
Sorry, this is Yusuf from Sudere.
All right, Yusuf, welcome.
I think I will accept it if Samsung wine choose Mohamed Salah over Osimhen this season, but it's very disrespectful for you to choose Gurasi over Osimhen this season. Gurasi, they have performed to the level where you compare him to Osimhen this season.
He hasn't performed. Okay.
To take his start again before comparing Gurasi to Osimhen.
Well, that's his opinion, but then again, thank you so much for your contribution. Hello, who's there? All right, then, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Victor Osimhen is in the CAF African Footballer of the Year award conversation. He has dominated Galatasaray. But again,
and let's not forget Omar Mamouche.
Yeah, Omar Mamouche. Oh, Man City. But Man City have had an
underwhelming. No, he started off from Eintracht Frankfurt. One of the best players in the Bundesliga.
These are names that will just
Michael, does that work?
No, it does work.
No, I'm not saying go on and win it. I'm saying ahead of Victor.
Make up the roster.
Would you put Omar Mamouche ahead of Victor Osimhen?
No.
More news and back in a moment.
There are those who
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.